It's turned out well. This is part of some of the ongoing improvements that we're making. We've gone up into the San Diego lobby and we pulled out the carpeting and put in some vinyl. We'll go up and take a look at that here in a few minutes as well. The ballroom is a focal point for our larger groups, some of our large social gatherings, large dinner parties, and it was time. It was time for us to update them. And that's what we decided to do. You know, my grandfather had to quit school in the 5th grade when his dad died, and he borrowed $20 from the tavern owner. He bought a horse and a wagon in Chicago, and he went into work for himself, went into business for himself, buying hides and calfskins from the butchers, going up and down Market Street and Fulton Street as a former 5th grade student to support his mother and his sisters. And when my grandfather died in the 70s, with no formal education beyond the 5th grade, but through hard work and the grace of God, my grandfather was a multimillionaire and owned a company called Nick Butcher & Sons in Chicago. We had plants in Chicago, Detroit, Rockford, Berlin, Wisconsin. We cured hides, we made tallow, and we exported our tallow to Europe as an edible product because the quality standards that my grandfather and my uncles set was so high. We're cheating people today of the opportunity by making it easier for them to get a handout instead of a hand up. I will say that when I look at our business and I look at the employees, the long-term employees we have here, I couldn't be prouder of them if I tried. I just finished a 7 a.m. meeting with our controller, Heather Miller. Heather has worked for the family for probably close to 30 years. And when she came to us as a young girl, she delivered food to the restaurants as a delivery clerk out of purchasing. And over the years, she's gotten a college education. We helped to pay for part of it. She has advanced herself, and she is now our Chief Financial Officer. She's as smart and a hardworking person as I've ever met, and we're blessed to have her be part of our team. You know, I guess I'm getting to be a little philosophic as I get older, but I worry. I want young people to have an opportunity to work hard, succeed, and frankly, to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Nobody has the rights, in my opinion, to take those fruits of your labor away. All of us here at the resort, whether we're salaried employees or hourly employees, work very hard. My first responsibility is to my wife and my children. Now, my children are adults, they're all married and they all have kids, but they all work hard, every one of them. Doesn't mean they've been perfect, they've made mistakes in their lives, but they had a good foundation from their mother and their father and their grandparents on both sides. We need to make sure that young people have those positive, hardworking role models. We've got 2 walk-in coolers and freezers here, and then behind you, outside, we have another area with 2 more walk-in coolers, 1 freezer and 1 refrigerator. And then we've got a storage area for banquets for some of their props and their trams. And so yesterday was Mother's Day, so it's amazingly clean, to be honest with you, based on the 700 people that we serve. So I'm real happy. Usually it takes us a day or 2 to put things back together. Well, I tell you what, it looks good. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Comments were good, Joe?
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal a cup from here.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. We didn't run out of no food. Everybody enjoyed everything.
Good.
And we kept on trucking all day.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's nice to see normal coming back. you know, we're very lucky here in Florida, you know, and it's not a political comment, it's a legitimate comment. You know, we've got Governor DeSantis, who just put out a note that business is business as usual, no restrictions from the state, which is just wonderful because, you know, people are vaccinated. And right now in the state of Florida, you can go and be vaccinated all the way down to age 16.
Well, they're thinking about 12 today.
Oh, are they? Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Oh, that's wonderful.
That's what I heard.
Well, you know, my wife.
I don't know if it's 12 at the age of 12 today, or is it Wednesday? One of the two.
That's great. You know, my wife works at a school called Montverde Academy.
Yeah.
They have in-person learning.
Right.
They've been very safe. They've had no issues. I think people are desperate for normal, so I'm glad to see that it's coming.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Amen. Well, it's I remember Ed Koch used to be the mayor from New York, and one day he said, "You don't run New York. You climb on the saddle and hope not to get thrown off." And there are days that this operation is similar to that. You know, we've got 1,100 acres and over 300 employees. We have a wide number of disciplines: food, beverage, accounting, golf maintenance, marina. We have housekeeping, engineering. We have skeet and trap shooting. We run a sewer plant. We run a water plant. We have construction companies. And so it's a lot of fun. It's very active, a lot of moving parts. And you have to have good people, and that's where we're probably, I think, the most blessed. We have some really good people that have good tenure with us. Their hearts are in the right place. They have a servant's mentality. They want to make sure that our guests every day are well taken care of. Some days we stumble. Some days we're not as perfect as we'd like to be, but I know every day we try. And so for that, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty pleased. Girls, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You survived yesterday?
Yes. Yeah. Nice.
It was nice?
Yeah.
Good. Went well? Thank you. The grass is wonderful, isn't it? We had a wedding out here about 3 weeks ago, and they ate dinner outside. They brought in a big tent, covered this whole area. It was absolutely a beautiful evening. It had rained during the day, and it knocked the humidity down, brought the temperatures down. No bugs. It was just an amazing evening. I would think 80 people that ate out here. 4 long tables of about 20 people each. It was just gorgeous. These are our hibiscus standards, and they are so big and so beautiful. They're so heavy that they're having a hard time standing up on their own, so we have to strap them in for fear that they're going to flop over one day. But they sure make for a beautiful backdrop. The sun sets out over here. The bridal party usually stands up here. The guest facing the bridal party when the sun sets. It's a great spot. I can attest to that because March 20th, 1982, my wife and I got married here at the Mission Inn in this courtyard right here, Plaza Fontana. 4 children, 8 grandchildren later, it was a wonderful way to start our lives. My wife and I talked about it yesterday on Mother's Day, that probably the best thing she ever did in her life was to become a mother of 4 great children, and now the grandmother for 8 children, 4 boys and 4 girls. So if you're ever looking for a place to get married, Mission Inn has really good karma. I can speak to that. Well, I appreciate you spending a few minutes with me today. Again, my name is Bud Butcher. I'm the president of the Mission Inn Resort and Club in beautiful Howey in the Hills, right here in Central Florida, 45 minutes north and west of the Orlando International Airport. Florida is open for business. Mission Inn is open for business. We have great facilities, great staff, wonderful service. And when you're ready, you give us a call. Come on down for your wedding, for your corporate retreat, for your getaway, your staycation, Mission Inn has it all right here in Howey in the Hills, Florida.